That's when you say, oh, I'm working until 10, 11, 12 o'clock, midnight. I'm just getting off. Bro, listen, I got laundromat, the ATMs, J Swishes, Chase Visions, Bobbies.com, because my time management and my life slow down is impeccable. Impeccable. I'm here with you at ease.
Welcome back to the podcast. I started this podcast as a way to help Black men in all aspects of our lives. Studies show on average we lose 2.8 years of our life when we're under heavy stress. And I think we can gain those 2.8 years back if we express ourselves healthily. Stick with me as I interview therapists, doctors, advocates, activists, and friends about how we can be better as Black men and as a Black community. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube and following us on Instagram and TikTok, you'll definitely want to do that. Without further ado, let's get into the episode. All right, man. We're here with Panama. Panama, I appreciate you being here, bro. I know we were supposed to have Jay, but I feel like this is all divine alignment.
It's all divine, man. God's engineering.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Yes, bro. And you know what's interesting, bro? I was going to tell you, too. I pray before every episode, and I always pray, and I'm like, God, let your will be done, right? So whatever it is that has to happen today, let it be your will. So whenever I hear something like, okay, this person wasn't able to make it, but this is what's going on, I'm like, all right, man, God is orchestrating. I'm just going to run with it. I'm just roll with it.
No, absolutely.
So tell the people who you are, bro, what you do.
So I'm going to go and reference back to Jay Swishes. You know what I'm saying? I'm his manager. Also, I'm the CEO of the WOPA Group, which is who he signed to. And I'm also the co-founder of BobBeats.com. I got my hands in a different couple of things, but executive producer for Chase Visions. I mean, we can go on for days, but right now we here with my brother, you know what I'm saying, talking.
Yes, sir. Listen, man, so we were talking before we got into the episode. You were talking about how you got into business and like selling early. Can you take me through that? Like, what was that experience like for you? Because I had a similar experience. I wanted to talk about it.
Okay, so people call me Panama because I'm from Panama.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So 100% soy panameño. That's my first language. I had to learn English.
Okay.
Right? So back home in Panama, I had great aunts who was set up there. We call them kiosco. So they like little huts like in central Panama, downtown Panama, where they would sell everything. So I would start selling just to contribute funding to the family. I would sell grocery bags, these big, humongous grocery bags, similar to what they give us out here in New York at C-Town. You can put like 4 to 5 miniature bags inside of a bigger bag. So I'll sell them for $1, but we will buy the bulk from the Chinese. And they would sell it to us, and then we would separate and sell it for $1 for people coming out the grocery store to give them more of a better carry to their home, because they was carrying these little miniature bags of all these groceries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that turned into selling incense. That's turned into selling ashes. That turned into selling newspaper, everything. You know what I'm saying? But the motive was to be a contributor and an early provider for the family at a very young age. We're talking about 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I was already in that mentality of being a hustler and going to get it.
Right. So first of all, it reminds me of when I was younger, right? I was like maybe like 8, 9-ish, 10.
Yeah.
And my dad, he wasn't able to get a job because there was like something on his record that he had no control over, right? So he had this thing on his record, he wasn't able to get a job. He was kind of blackballed from getting a job. So he had to figure out a way to make income, right? And so he started this business where he was basically importing like carvings and different African artifacts from Ghana, because my dad is Ghanaian, right? And then he would sell them in like festivals and flea markets and all that kind of stuff. And so he couldn't do it just by himself.
Right.
He needed somebody to help him, right?
Gotcha.
So at that age, like I had to help him.
Yeah.
Right? Because my mom was at work and I was basically the oldest that was able to like be there with him. And so I was 8. He would wake me up at like 5 a.m. on Saturdays, and we would go to the flea market.
Yeah.
Right in Queens, they had a flea market. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday, but nonetheless, it was on the weekend, right? So I'm an 8-year-old, right? I'm working with my dad. I'm like, damn, bro, like I want to go ride my bike, go to the park. You know what I'm saying? We going to the flea market right now. Like, so African carving. I want to be seen with these things. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I didn't even realize what was going on at that moment, right? Like, it wasn't that he was trying to directly teach me something, but what ended up happening was I learned a lot indirectly from him.
Yeah.
Just about like how to sell, how to market,
And then also about work ethic, because I'm an 8-year-old waking up at like 5:36 to go with my pops to set things up, to see how he runs a business, to see how he markets, to see how he brings in revenue and profit. I'm working a full day with him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I'm working a full day. So
I'm
like
with
from
you,
5 to like
100%.
5 p.m., 5 a.m. to like 5 p.m., that's around the time that we like packing up and getting home.
Yeah.
And I did that for like weeks at a time with him. And it just like, now as I'm older, I think about that time and I'm like, yo, bro, like that really prepared me for all the things that I'm doing. Like in with Express Yourself Black, man. Like I just put up my schedule on my story for this month. I was just talking to you and Wolf about it. Like I'm doing 2 podcasts today, you and somebody and my brother. I'm doing 3 podcasts next week. Then I'm doing a podcast in the middle of next week as well. Another 2 podcasts the week after that, right?
It's discipline.
You know what I'm saying? But all of that is because like the reason why I'm able to set my schedule up that way and the reason why I'm able to post content so much, like I was just telling you, I grab like 15 reels from every episode. The reason why I'm able to do all that is because when I look back at my upbringing, like from young, I was already doing that with my pops. Like this is nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was waking up at 5 a.m. with my pops, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. And that indirectly taught me work ethic, bro. So I wanted to ask you, do you feel like you had to like grow up early?
Absolutely. I definitely had to grow up early. Especially, see, I come from that generation where my great aunts, my grandmothers, my mom, my father, they already had their cousins, they had their situation, right? So when they had kids, I'm growing up with adults. You know what I'm saying? We're growing up with adults. All my cousins, we was growing up with adults. So we did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? We assisted them. You know what I'm saying? And that's, like you said, it started early. You know, so when they got up at 3:30, they gave us a little grace. We got up at 4:15. You know what I'm saying? But we was on that, whether it was miniature bus or taxi, to go help them set up, because this is my great aunt. This is my great uncle. This is my uncle who is probably, he's 50, 60 years old.
Right.
So he's not strong enough, tired, fatigued. So who's doing the running around?
You. Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So I grew up early, but like you said, now today's time, my time management is impeccable. You feel me? Like you see, I'm on point. Where you're saying I'm going to figure it out for you. Like just to go back to the situation, Jay may not be here, but I'm like, listen, I'm gonna fill in for you because I respect your time. I respect what you invest into your pod. You know, I had something to do. I'm taking my brother out to dinner right now. I said, listen, this is what happened before you. Let me switch it around, but let's just push this back to him. Everything worked out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that came, and that comes from, that's rooted from what happened back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it built character.
Yeah. Yeah. You know why I respect that though too? Because I was just here and I was talking about this the other day. And I put up a clip about how I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
It bothers me to death, bro, when I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, and when I think about things, I'm like, yo, I forgot to do that. Like, I'm like, all right, cool, I got to rectify that. So I appreciate you also being a man of your word and also figuring out how to situate things and being able to be like flexible and move things around, bro, because I feel like that's a trait and a skill that sometimes we don't have as Black men. Like, we can be real rigid when it comes to things sometimes. And sometimes we're not flexible enough to move with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because a different host, right, would have been like, nah, I'm not even gonna do it. But me, I'm like, yo, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it was meant to be, right? And so I'm gonna move with what the universe is showing me and giving me. So I gotta be able to receive that. But sometimes we can be so closed-minded to different outcomes than the ones that we have set up. And I'm guilty of this all the time. Like in my relationship, sometimes it's like, yo, bro, I wanna go here and do this. And my girl's like, I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know if I want to do that. I'm like, yo, what you mean? Like, this is a perfectly good plan. What you talking about? Like, this is straight. But you got to understand, like, yo, when you with somebody else, that's how things move sometimes. Like, that's just how things go. So I had to learn to just be more flexible and be able to receive. This is why I always tell men on the page and the platform, I'm like, yo, bro, y'all got to get good at receiving.
Absolutely.
We're good at giving out and giving directives and orders and like, making plans and setting things in stone, but sometimes we're not good at crafting things differently when we get feedback.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had to learn how to do that. Anything that most of the things I tell people on the platform, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm going through the same thing as you. So you can't get mad in the comment. Like, bro, I'm here with you.
Yeah.
You getting mad at me like, bro, I'm here. I'm right here with you.
Yeah, a lot of black men, we get to a point where we meet someone and she's exposing our flaws. We run away from that when we should be running closer to that. You know what I'm saying? To help us build. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept is you have to learn to unlearn to, feel me? And relearn. So whatever you was taught in the past and then to what's current, to then what's you feel is good and motive for you within society. Obviously, you align and you operate on a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was able to just kind of just flow into that sector. You know what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't on the same frequency or I didn't provide a safe space within my tone, my verbal exchange, you know what I'm saying? You probably were like, nah, I don't even want. It's all good, King. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my by myself. You feel me?
You know what's funny? I was really assessing my options, right? So when you called me, I was like, yeah, this dude may not make it. So let me see what I'm gonna do. I've done an individual podcast about myself. So you know what? I could just do an individual podcast. I haven't done it in a while. Then you call me back. You're like, yo, bro, I could just feel it. I'm like, all right, you know what? We good. You know what I'm saying? We straight, right? Nah. So I wanted to ask you, bro, since we on the topic of like relationships and letting things flow, bro. You said something interesting about how like sometimes we will run away from a partner that exposes like our flaws or our weaknesses. Do you feel like you've had a relationship in the past that has exposed something of yours?
Absolutely.
And like, what was that? And how was that for you?
Procrastination, being stubborn. Earlier in my relationships, sexualizing women. You feel me? Just off rip, like just I want to smash that. Like, you know what I mean? And that was a wrong.
And you was with somebody when you saying that?
Yeah, like looking at other women, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
would you say it out loud?
No, I wouldn't say it out loud.
Okay,
I wouldn't say it out loud.
But it was just more the temptation.
It was more the temptation of then, women feel that.
Right.
Women have intuition. You get what I'm saying? They may like, yo, I know you was feeling that. Don't play me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Then when you in your own personal time, like, yo, she really right though. Like, she right. You get what I'm saying? And I gotta get this together. You get what I mean? So those are some of the things that I was called out on. You know what I mean? I probably didn't admit it at the beginning, but as I grew and matured, especially I matured emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I started to really say, no, you're 100% right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once you start doing that and committing to those errors or those flaws and then correcting them, I think you become a better man and build better character.
Facts. That takes me back to when I was real young, man. Yeah. I was like, I was 14 when I got my first relationship, right?
Got you. So
teenager, just coming into being a teenager, just getting into my first relationship, still very much not sure, of course, if this is the person I'm meant to be with, and dealing with all of the things that happen as a teenager, puberty, all that kind of stuff. And I remember just like struggling with kind of the same thing that you talk about. Like, so I'll be with my girl and I would see other girls and I'm just sitting there staring. And she called me out on it. She's like, yo, bro, every time you with me, I'm seeing you always checking out other girls. Like, what's up with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like I really do be doing that. Like, it's like, damn, I didn't really think about how that would make, somebody else that I'm with feel. And so I had to learn how to like, how to, first of all, deal with temptation.
Yeah.
Because that's something that we all deal with regardless of man, woman, relationship or not. We all have different things that tempt us. Learn how to deal with that. And then also learn like when I'm being tempted, and then learn how to operate when I'm with my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to change, like I had to really do work on my character to change that because it was something that I definitely struggled with early on. I think I had a lot to do with like ego.
Absolutely.
Where it's like trying to fulfill my ego in other people, even though I have someone. I think that's why a lot of us as men struggle with cheating is we have a lot of like ego issues where one person isn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get with this person, or I gotta make sure I still got it. I've seen people make comments where they're like, yo, sometimes you just want to make sure you still got it when you're in a relationship. If you've been in a relationship for 5 years, sometimes you just want to make sure you still got it. So you go flirt and just get the number just to see if you still got it. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, and that's just the feeling they want to entertain. That's the lustful feeling.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And most men, it's easier for them to chase lust opposed to chasing love. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we know what the reward is, what lust is. Love, it comes down to like, it's real decision making, it's real expenses, you know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, I was telling my little man the other day, I was like, You at a party right now, right? And you having a good time, you drunk. His girl calls him that he's supposedly broken up with, blocked, everything all crazy. He shuts down. He went outside. He got her, drunk. He got her. I said, yo, you love that girl. You front like you don't love her.
Yeah.
If it was some show that you was just piping and you was on the side with, you'd be like, yo, I'm gonna call you back, man. I'm having a good time at this party. You love that girl. You left the building. You outside. You arguing. You da-da-da-da. I said, that's love, King. But you got to get right, though. You have to get right. You feel me? Because she's obviously hurt. You get what I'm saying? For whatever case may be.
All right, I'm interrupting this podcast episode to let you guys know to leave a review on the podcast. Please, 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 if you are listening to this episode and you're finding value in this episode, you're enjoying the conversation, or you've enjoyed a previous episode or conversation, and it's safe to operate your phone right now, please leave us a review. Your review is a free and easy way to support us, and it helps us reach more people like you. We're on a mission to build a stronger, more connected Black community, starting with Black men. And you can help us on that mission by taking a minute out of your day to leave a review. Your review helps us generate more listeners, which in turn generates more revenue, allowing us to expand the platform even further. So please take a few seconds out of your day. I know you're busy. I understand. I know you're doing a lot, but it will help us greatly if you would just take a few seconds out of your day to leave a review right now. Did you leave a review yet? All right, let's get back to the episode.
So that goes to what you're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, people chase lust. And what I had to realize when I got called out, it's okay to look at other people. That's what we do. We have sight, right? But I was desiring them. And she felt that. Women know when they're being desired or not being desired. So I'm looking at them with like admiration. I desire this. Like, I want something else other than my queen that I have next to me. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're speaking facts, bro.
Now I can be with next to a shorty that I'm actually with and I desire her. We can look at the same girl and be like, oh, she's cute.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah, like it and that's the thing too. Like, it completely changes once you have that switch, right? It changes from, oh, I want to be with her, to, oh, she look good, but I got my person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm straight, right? And like the way I think about it too, like you were talking about lust versus love, I think of love as delayed gratification. Sometimes you don't always see the direct results of love right away, but lust, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about the reward. That's instant gratification most of the time. Like, you can flirt with somebody for a few, and then you get the reward. You get what I'm saying? But love, it sometimes takes longer for you to really see the effects of that. But long term, it's better for you than just lusting all the time. So that's why I try to get men to understand, man. Like, bro, get you somebody. I'm not gonna knock any type of polygamy or different type of relationships. If you into monogamy though, get you one person that's really down for you, that you can really build with, bro.
Absolutely.
And I know men always say, yo, well, I can't find nobody, and these women out here,
That's
these
a
people
lie.
out here, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
a lie.
Like, bro, but that's what I see on the page all the time, bro.
They just not being truthful, King. They're not being truthful to themselves.
Break it down.
You know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody, you meet your person, right? You meet your partner. They're giving you a whole new canvas to explore. This is a whole new canvas of new information. You have to be willing to entertain the new information and exchange it. It has to be a great value exchange. If you want to get into relations and you're gonna save the Black woman or change the Black woman, my brother, you got this game twisted. This ain't gonna happen that way. You need to find yourself a group of Black men or whatever group you in, a good tribe that's going to pour into you the right way and not misguide you. You know what I'm saying? Men operate off their ego, their accomplishments, that feeds into their confidence, you know what I'm saying? Their financial status. There's a lot of men who can't be themselves. If you strip them from money, you strip them from having their own, like they be like, yo, I'm fucked up, yo. I'm got my crib, yo. I'm fucked up, I got my money. Like they truly don't know who they are yet. You know what I'm saying? If I was to mute you right now and you didn't have no sight, you had no voice, and I'm like, who are you? I should feel your generosity. I should feel how passionate you are based off your actions and your mannerisms. You feel me? I don't have to tell you that I'm Panamanian culture. That's the shit that's clothed, that's cute. You feel me? That I don't want to hear nothing about that. I want to know who you are. Like what I'm getting from you, not from like I'm an actor and I sing and I know how to type fast. Like, nah, I need to either feel that internal joy or that external happiness. I gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, you know what? Now he's a good person. He's a good person. Now everything else is like, all right, yeah, my man, you know, he's a podcaster. He's got a good personality. Da.
Nah, what you talking about though is something I talk about on a platform. I'm glad we're getting into this. You talking about men identifying with what they do versus who they actually are.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? What they do and what they have versus who they actually are. And I think it's hard for men when we have these conversations. It's like a lot of men are like, well, you know what I'm saying? That's what everybody else expects of me. So how you going to expect me to not put that as what I value myself off of as well, right? Because when you think about society, like a lot of people in society say a man isn't worth anything unless he has something. You know what I'm saying? Or unless he's providing something, unless he's doing something. So it's hard for a lot of men to be able to disassociate themselves from that and start to understand internally, who am I actually? Like, who am I? What do I like? What am I? What is it that makes me outside of what it is that I do for other people?
Yes.
Because again, like society-wise, that's how a lot of men have been raised. So what I always say, man, is kind of the same thing that you said. Like, outside of money, what you do, like, what truly do you feel like passionate about? What really drives you? What's something that you would really wake up and do? No money, nobody telling you to do it. Like, what are some things that you really feel passionate about? Like, for me, it's like, it's really helping people.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I'm in life service. I'm a life servant.
Yeah, like that's I get joy from servanthood, from like really being a servant leader, from really trying to help people to figure this life thing out. And that could be mental health wise, that could be business wise, that could be whatever I'm called to, right? So regardless if I have a platform, regardless of if I have money in my pocket, if I have a car, clothes on my back, you know what I'm saying, food to eat, regardless of all of that, at the core of who I am, is a person that wants to help other people figure things out.
Absolutely.
So I can do that anywhere. I can do that however I want to. There's so many different routes in which I can do that. It's just manifesting into express yourself, black man. You get what I'm saying? But I think a lot of us as men haven't really sat down and do the self-reflection to understand what it is at our core that drives us. You know what I'm saying? For me, I did that. I've been doing self-reflection from like 16. You know what I'm saying? Just really taking time by myself where I really just sit down and I'm like, yo, bro, what is it that you actually like? And you go through phases. Because I remember when I was 16, 17, 18, I'm like, man, I like, you know, fixing computers. I got my certification in computer repair. I was fixing computers. I was putting motherboards together. I was doing all that. I'm like, yo, this the shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Then I get to 18, 19, I'm in college, you know what I'm saying? I go through my first stint with depression, bad breakup, all these different things. And I start realizing we don't talk about mental health a lot as black men. We don't talk about depression. I know a lot of black people suffering from this and dealing with it. And I start realizing like, yo, bro, I actually like talking to my bros. I like motivating people. I actually really like helping people. I do that on a regular without anybody telling me to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I only did the computer repair stuff because I was pushed in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So then when I started realizing like, okay, this is what I do and I'm actually skilled at it and I do it without really even thinking, I was like, okay, that's what it is. And that's my big hint to people is like, yo, bro, there's something that you do without anybody having to tell you to do it, and you do it and you take it for granted, but other people don't do it well. You know what I'm saying? And that is a thing that you can either make into a side hustle, or that could really be your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Don't sleep on that, bro, because that is something that you really need to explore. So I really had to take time to like really explore the things that I'm actually good at without having to try that well. Try that hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
But that's how it's all designed, though. Like, you're the true currency. You feel me? Like, you're the true currency. Everything else, we go create, we produce it, we market it, we consume it, we sell it, but you're the true currency. Everything is running through you, King. Before you even duplicate a dollar or produce a dollar, you the dollar. You know what I'm saying? And all our powers is right here, to be honest with you. For example, before I got super, super busy, I used to wake up on Sundays, go to the grocery store, pack up brown bag lunches and feed the homeless. Without like going, filming myself and like I'm in Forest Green, passing out sandwiches. I would do that, and I would hear stories, and I would sit down with the homeless. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned from those situations that it wasn't all drugs.
Bro, we can get into it, but keep going.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all drugs. It was being left. It was criminals, crimes. It was abandonment. It was being abused. I mean, it was all different types of lives. Lost their job. It was a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And that gives you more character.
Bro, facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because it takes me back. I did a homeless, I was helping out with the homeless around like Christmas, like a few years ago. And I remember at first I was nervous, just because we have all these like misconceptions about homeless people, right? All these misconceptions. And I know if I put this clip up, somebody's gonna say, don't call them homeless. They're gonna say, I forgot what the actual term is, but I'm gonna just say homeless for now, right? And I don't mean any harm to anybody or any disrespect, right? So I remember during that time, I'm sitting down and I'm just kind of looking around and like surveying the area and seeing how they operate. And we had to like go to them and ask them different questions. And as you're talking to them, you just learn more about them, right? I remember talking to this like couple and we just having a conversation and like somehow we get into the conversation, of course, of like, why they're homeless. And like a lot of them, like they were homeless because they had something that happened, like a house burned down, like a crazy accident, and nobody to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to fall back on. Now you're hopping from shelter to shelter. At first you have all your information with you, your ID, all that kind of stuff. But as you hop from shelter to shelter, these shelters aren't safe. People aren't trying to make sure that you're taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll talk to you about Ghana. Like this ain't Ghana culture. They ain't trying to make sure you're taken care of. They're trying to get yours.
Right.
So people stealing stuff from you, you losing ID, all this kind of stuff. And if you in the United States and you don't got identification, you can't do nothing without identification. Man. If you don't have the money to get that identification, you can't do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of forced into that cycle of going from shelter to shelter, trying to figure out where you're gonna eat, where you're gonna sleep. And then all of a sudden, you've been homeless for a year and some change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to get out of the mindset that like all homeless people are like on drugs.
Definitely not.
Like these are human beings, bro.
Definitely not.
And the thing that I take with me all the time that keeps me real humble is that I'm not that far away from being homeless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a few steps.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think about that from time to time. Like, I really do think about that. I'm like, bro, it's you a few steps, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sitting here saying I'm living paycheck to paycheck because I'm not. But I'm a few, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all a few steps away.
Absolutely.
So don't sit there and walk by that homeless person like as if you couldn't be that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I connect with black men too. Like, that's going through anything. I'm like, bro, I could be you in the same circle. If I dealt with the same thing as you, I don't think that highly of myself to think that I couldn't be you.
Yeah.
That's why it's easy for me to empathize with people, bro. And I think we don't do that enough sometimes. Like, we think that because we where we at and we got what we got, that everybody should be doing it. And everybody should figure it out. Like, how the hell you homeless? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I even fall into that trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different ways to make money and you're not, how the hell are you sitting on your ass or you home? Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
But you know,
like,
so
what?
my concept of home has always been rooted in how many doors I can open through my friends, right? My peers and my tribe. So yes, I can personally make a couple of bad decisions or 3 or 4 or 5 bad decisions, but I know that I would have like a 60 or 90-day window where I have a good tribe where they're like, yo, P, come in this ancient, regroup, think, get on what your true currency is and get back to it.
Right.
Instead of just when my door closes, now I'm just out here in the world just trying to figure things out. You feel me?
Right.
But if you take that moment to be with self and be busy with self, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's your thought process, your breathing, your creative thinking, your brainstorming, you take that moment, something is going to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and harvest. A seed is going to harvest, man. It happens. You know what I'm saying? I told this one guy that I met before, he had nowhere to go. He said, yo, I see right now I'm trying to just get some food. a beverage. I said, well, I'm gonna give you a little game plan, right? I said, Facebook, they cook for free for their employees and staffs every day.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, go to Facebook, be a guest, and go eat for free every day. Right? So let's get the starvation out the way. So we can bring concentration to your life.
Right, because when you operate in survival mode, you can't worry about manifesting.
Yeah, manifest.
You got to manifest your food. You know what I'm saying? Like, not facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And so that was just one example that I was like, listen, befriend somebody out there. You have a cigarette. Yo, you got a cigarette? Yeah, I got a cigarette. Yo, how you get up in here? Yeah, want to come up here? I said, make that work. That's just great human verbal exchange. From that point forward, he would go eat at Facebook, and he ended up getting himself a job somewhere else, but he was able to concentrate because he was being fed. You know what I'm saying? He was paying on here and there, you know what I'm saying, getting some money, but it allowed him some time to think and get himself together. And within Facebook, guess what? He had access to computers. He had somebody in there that can put his resume back together. He was building a tribe within that Facebook community with the staffs and members. Well, how you know? Oh, that's my friend, Brandon, you know. I said, just make up the story. Don't let them know where you go after this.
Right.
But you eating, you got the tech, and you got people that's employed. And that ended up becoming something that would...
Nah, that is actually fire, bro. That's actually...
Drove to the next level, back on his feet.
I love that, bro. I love that. Because I was just about to point out the fact that you said you would have a 60 to 90 day window if you made a couple of bad decisions where you would be able to figure things out because you have a support system. So I was just about to ask you, like, okay, I know somebody thinking right now, like, damn, son, I ain't got no damn support system.
Yeah.
Right? But you just basically broke it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a way in which you can create your own support system if you don't have it, bro. You got to really get out there. And you don't have the luxury of saying you're going to let things come to you. Like, nah, go and make it happen.
You got to go make it happen.
You really got to go and make it happen, bro. I absolutely love that, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much, man. Like, yeah, man. Like, so that experience, I encourage anybody, bro. If you never had, like, you never really interacted with somebody that's been through something like that, like, sit down and talk with people that have experienced that, because it opens your mind up to just a whole different side of life.
Absolutely.
That a lot of us have probably never been through. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, that's fire, bro. Like, a lot of people, it gets me into this other conversation about, like, survival mode, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of us, when we operate in survival mode, we can't think about, like, manifesting like a whole different reality and, like, getting to a whole nother level, bro, because we really at the base level, which is, like, just trying to survive life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to make sure that I make it to the next day. I'm not trying to think about 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it day by day. So for people that's in that mode, bro, like what would you say to somebody that's in that mode, bro? Like, what advice would you give somebody that's dealing with that? Because I know I have a lot of people that
again, King, I always tell people, every version that you're in, you're not gonna get this version again. So you have to slow down. Once you slow down, it brings concentration back into your life, man. It zones you out. And we all go through different seasons, you know what I'm saying? The moments where everybody is going to the club and chilling, like, I go through seasons of crying. I go through seasons of happiness. I go through seasons of breathing. I go through seasons of just resting, prayer. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too many people that do this or understand these concepts, but these are moments where I'm like, let me slow it down, man. Feel me? And slowing it down, I'm dodging tickets from the cops when I'm driving because I'm just cruising. You know, time management is impeccable. My community is impeccable. You feel me? People pour into me. People check up on me. My conversations is baby shower tomorrow, anniversary, wedding invite. It's no longer like so-and-so passed away. So-and-so just caught a heart attack. I don't get those conversations no more. You feel me? Mom and dad happy. Niggas is smiling. They ain't even together. You feel me? I slowed it down. I'm listening. I'm seeking to understand, to be understood. It's just a great verbal exchange when it comes through this vessel. You feel me? Everybody else is chaotic in how they moving. But I'm one of those guys when you can talk to your boys, you be like, yo, man, shut up, nigga. When they come to me, yo, what's up, King? How you doing, good brother? You feel me? Good afternoon, King. Everything good with you? You feel me? Because my energy, my frequency just so powerful.
Yeah, you won't even let that through the door.
It don't come through. You know what I'm saying? They just know. They like, I'm about to call the God up. It's that's the ambiance. That's the aura. You know, it's just, I'm telling you.
Nah, I like that though, bro. Because what you just talked about is curating your lifestyle and moving at a high frequency, bro. So people have to match that energy.
They have to.
I was telling people, like, I seen this thing where people like, yo, if somebody does this to me, I'm gonna match that energy. And I was telling people, I was like, bro, why would you match low vibrational energy? Like somebody doing something low vibrational, you gonna go low with them, bro? What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, you set the energy. Like, what you talking about? You set the energy where you want it to be, and you make somebody else match. You make people match that. You know
they dismiss themselves.
Right, exactly. Because they understand, like, okay, I can't even match that. I ain't even gonna hit Panama up.
Can't keep up.
I ain't gonna hit Kizzle up because he on this different timing. Like, good, don't hit me up, bro. I don't want to, like, bro, I don't want anything to do with it. Don't hit me up with no gossip, no drama. I'm trying to work and I'm trying to hear about healing and happiness and joy, bro. I don't got time for anything else right now, bro.
Look, Kizzle, I stop it at the door, King. Off rip. It don't even it don't make it. It just don't. They don't even know. They can't fight it because it's too much. And then sometimes when it's too much for them, then I have to educate them, right? And then I have to say, listen, I thank you for responding out of love, not out of defense. I just had to let you know where I'm at with it. I know we just met, but listen, let's approach each other with respect, with salutations, everything. Let's keep everything cool. They go, my bad, King. You know what I'm saying? But if they're aggressive, I said it's okay. You responded out of defense right now. I'm just telling you out of love, so we have a better rapport and a better communication. So we could probably build a better bond and a better friendship. Once you break it down to that. And that's just me practicing vulnerability and transparency and being present in my life. You feel me? They just haven't done that yet. And a lot of black men want to get there.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it's not promoted to be cool.
Yo, that's a fact though. When I talk to black men and I talk in a prolonged like setting with black men or just people going through the journey, and I tell them like about how, you know, I'm comfortable being vulnerable and just me being at peace with who I am and all that kind of stuff. I can see, and sometimes they'll say it like, it's like, damn, I wish I was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that sounds so great. I wish I was at that point. You know what I'm saying? But you have to constantly work at that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like you talked about being in seasons of like kind of like stillness. I'm in that, I'm kind of in that and slowing it down, right? Like I'm kind of in that season right now. Like I just got back from Ghana where you gotta slow it down in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out there where it's like, I'm 3 weeks in Ghana. Sometimes I don't have Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that I have out here, I don't really have out there. So I had to slow it down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But how did it feel when you was like, I ain't got Wi-Fi? You was like,
at first you get antsy, you get tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, damn, like niggas ain't got no fucking Wi-Fi. Fuck, man, I got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm tight. Like, I'm about to go down to reception and talk. Yeah. When you go down to reception, you talk to them, they so kind and nice. I can't get mad at you.
Right.
You my brother. Yeah. You treat me like I'm your brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You my sis, you my bro. I can't come down here and be tight. As much as I want to be tight, I can't. Right? So I go back to my room like, damn, I ain't got internet today. What am I gonna do? You know, and I sit and I have to be I have to, you know what I'm saying? I can do it exactly though. But this is the thing, I'm about to get to it, bro. A lot of us are running from ourselves, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you get the Wi-Fi, you get on IG, you listen to your music all day, bro. The whole day. You ain't sat and thought about anything dealing with yourself.
Facts.
You haven't sat with yourself at all. You haven't given yourself any time at all. From the time you woke up to the time you going to sleep, you filling yourself with noise, outside noise. So while I'm out there, I had to slow it down. And I started to think and really be able to get time to like really think through things. Yeah. And some big decisions that I had to make that I'm procrastinating, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to think through it. I don't want to do it. I have to sit through it and I have to sit down and think about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm I was in a period of like, kind of like stillness where it's just like legit. Imagine being in a crib by yourself, because I'm in a room by myself, and it's just quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really just have to sit there and think. For a lot of Black men, that is like their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Is sitting down to themselves and just thinking.
Yeah.
That's their worst nightmare. It's like being alone and being with their thoughts.
Yeah, because the truth is scary.
Bro.
When you we have a series of bad decisions, a series of lustful thoughts, a series of criminal. Yeah, come on.
Bro, it gets crazy out here.
It's nasty work. It's nasty work.
Nah, facts. If you're not in tune, if you're not doing the work on yourself, bro, that will take you out.
For sure.
But that's why I challenge men to do that, though, because you have to be able to sit with your thoughts. I practice that meditation, bro. We're gonna get into that too, because it's important. I talk about meditation all the time. It's so important that inside of Safe Haven, that's the holistic healing platform that we have, where we connect men with resources like therapy and all that kind of stuff. We have meditation, like wellness experts that do meditation weekly, because I know what it's done for me in my life, right? And for anybody that's interested in Safe Haven, we have a wait list out right now. So we're basically scaling the platform, and we want to make sure we scale it properly. So if y'all interested in that, there's a wait list, expressyourselfblackman.com/safe-haven-waitlist. Sign yourself up. We have almost over like 100 men signed up. By the time you get this episode, it's going to be probably over 200, 300. So make sure you sign up so that you'll be the first to know when we open it back up, and you'll be able to get access to all these resources, right? So to continue the conversation, and for me, like, I noticed that when I wake up with a lot of anxiety, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm running a business. I gotta make sure I hit this dude up, because I got this that's going on. I got this thing to do at work. My mom's just got this thing going on. I got my bro that I gotta talk. So as soon as I wake up, it's like a tornado up here. You know what I'm saying? So first thing I do is I gotta pray. You know, I talk to God. I get myself prepared to go to the gym. But when you go to the gym, you can't be lifting weights thinking about the tornado.
Yeah,
you know
can't think about the tornado,
You can't. 225 on your chest. You ain't thinking about it. You think about surviving. You know what I'm saying? So it gets real quiet. But then when I get back home, it gets loud again, right? So then I again had to center myself. Before I even get into anything, it's like, all right, cool. We're going to spend at least 5 minutes with myself right now. So I meditate. I set that timer and I meditate for 5 minutes. Today I meditated for even longer than that, because I just felt like I needed it, bro. But for a lot of us, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, we wake up and
get right to it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, all right, let me da-da-da-da-da-da. Then you wonder why at the end of the day you burnt out and tight.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't spend no time with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times what end up happening when I talk about this stuff is men will say, yo, I can't.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't make 5 minutes for yourself?
Yeah.
You really telling me you ain't got 5 minutes throughout the day?
Yeah. I don't want to put the pressure on these black men out here, but I'm going to let y'all know what I do. I got this 15-minute rule. So when I wake up, I do 15 minutes of reading. I'm saying read whatever you want. And I do 15 minutes of prayer. And then I do 15 minutes of meditation. And then I do 15 minutes of just feeling my body, just cracking elbows, nose, toes, just chilling, just getting into it. You feel me? But that's my hour to self and slowing everything down. So now when I'm up, I maybe get into the market and whatever I used to do in life, but I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? The mind right. Yeah. I'm not just waking up thinking about all the things I gotta do. I got my 15-minute increments. You know what I'm saying? I break it down all the way to the hour. So that may be something that you can use as for yourself too, Ken.
Facts, yeah. Facts.
And rock out.
Nah, facts, bro. You know what I love too, that we need to talk about too, is a lot of men, like, of course, through life, we have decisions that we have to make. We have a variety. We making decisions all the time. Even when we think we're not making decisions, we're making decisions, whether it be conscious, subconscious, whatever the case may be, right? When we're making those conscious, like, big decisions and we need, like, insight, maybe we don't have, like, a person that we can go to, right? For me, I pray a lot. But a lot of times, like, even if you're praying, you're not going to get that answer if you don't stop and be still enough for you to receive it. If you're going throughout your whole day and there's a bunch of noise the entire day, but you praying for an answer to something, you're not giving yourself an opportunity to receive that answer.
Right.
And so there was times where I'm praying, yo, God, I need help with this. I need your guidance on this, but I'm not stopping to let God guide me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking time to let God guide me to the answer because I'm trying to navigate all these different things at the same time as I'm requesting to receive. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to get good at receiving.
Absolutely.
Right? We're not good at receiving. Like I talked about earlier,
Yeah.
we're good at giving directives, orders, making things happen.
Right.
But sometimes it's out of your hands. You have to be comfortable with that, right? So a lot of times I've had to get good at, not even just in my relationship, because I talk about relationship though, not just my relationship, but with receiving from God.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
and the source, because bro, I'm going through stuff and I'm calling on God, but then if throughout the day I'm trying to figure it out myself, like that's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I get it. Faith without works is dead. Of course, you got to work. But at the same time, you ain't don't work yourself out of God's, you know what I'm saying? Out of God's alignment.
Absolutely.
Allow him to be able to guide you.
Absolutely.
And I literally had a moment like that this week where, bro, like, I'm asking God for an answer. I'm asking. Then I'm going throughout my day. Noise. Next day, I'm asking. I'm going throughout my day. Noise. You know what I'm saying? Next day I'm asking, and then I'm like, you know what? Today I'm gonna chill out a little bit. Like, I'm gonna just take things slow today. I ain't gonna do too much at work. I'm not gonna do too much with Express Yourself Black, man. I'm gonna just chill out. I could do more work right now, but you know what? I'm chilling. I could play this song right now while I do this work, but you know what? I ain't gonna play this music right now. I could talk to this person right now while I do this thing, but you know what? I ain't gonna do all that. And it's these little small decisions. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get on Instagram while I use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
in those moments, that's when the answers start coming. Because you're giving yourself time to receive. You know what I'm saying? You making these are decisions that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You making some of these small decisions that you think is small. You playing that music. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what kind of music it is, bro, you playing music, that's noise, bro. That's stopping you from receiving certain things that you could be receiving.
Yeah.
Like I had a moment this week where I was like, yo, I gotta wash these dishes, man. Damn, let me go get my Beats pill so I could play this music. I don't want to, cause I know it's about to take me like 30 minutes to. I said, yo, bro, man, fuck that pill. I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all right. Why I need I don't need the music right now. Like, why do I have to put noise on to get me through doing a chore?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm gonna just chill. Sat there, did it. And as I'm doing it, I'm thinking through solutions to problems and things that I'm having with the back end to things I'm trying to build on the business and all that kind of stuff. I'm playing the music, I'm bumping to music, I'm getting lit. I don't got the time, the mental capacity to think about the solutions to the problems that I'm having.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not spending time being still. And I'm telling you, bro, these little small decisions really change the fabric and the course of our life, bro. And we don't realize that. Like, when you're filling your day with noise, you don't give yourself time to really be quiet and still.
When you fill your day with noise, that's when you say, oh, I'm working till 10, 11, 12 o'clock, midnight. I'm just getting off. Bro, listen, I got laundromat, the ATMs, J Switches, Chase Visions, Bobbies.com, because my time management and my life slow is impeccable. Impeccable. I'm here with you at ease, not even stressing, because everything about 12:45, 1 o'clock, literally the day's done.
Word.
Because things are on automation now. Things are running. The engine's smooth like this. You feel me? In my crib, I got a big TV screen. Ask anybody who know me. It's not on. It's just there for aesthetics. Aesthetics gone. It's only there for aesthetics. Ask anybody know me. Full bar. Everything brand new. I'm not drinking by myself, God. You feel me? But every book on the bookshelf is read. I got journals.
Talk about it.
For the trucking I want to get into, logistics. I got journals for being a black farmer. I'm studying what's going on in Tanzania and Kenya and East Africa because there's work going on. That's where my mind is at already. I'm thinking about what I gotta do back home in Panama, how we go to get my nieces and nephews visas and passports. I'm getting into the nonprofit. You feel me? But everything else that's cool. When the shorty come over, she's like, "Oh, you got this, you got that." That's there for you.
That's aesthetics.
But when she called me, that's aesthetics. What you doing? Studying. Even my mom be like, "What you studying, Manda? What you studying?" My dad be like, "What you studying?" I'm dead. Right now, I'm just studying business credit. Or I'm just studying how to lease this or trying to get a crib or multifamily. Oh, okay. I'm studying. I'm always studying something. You feel me? To feed what's going on. But that's because I slowed everything down. It's all about scaling.
I love that, bro. I love that, bro, because it's the continuous pursuit of getting better, bro.
Absolutely.
It's continuous, bro.
Absolutely.
You have to really make it a lifestyle. It can't just be like, I see a lot of these things where it's like, yo, dedicate 6 months and see how your life change. I'm like, man, fuck 6 months. Make it a lifestyle.
Yeah, make it a lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I started with 6 months with Express Yourself Black, man. If I had stopped after the 6 months, we don't get to where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? After 6 months, I wasn't even where I was at. I wasn't even anywhere where I could be, like, saying that I want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 months was just at a point for me to set the foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like for a lot of us, like we try to these get rich quick and like I'm gonna do it in this amount of time and like, yo, stop saying times.
That's exhausting.
You know what I'm saying?
To get
like,
rich.
Yo,
exhausting.
Oh my God, bro. We ain't even gonna get into all that. But my thing is, listen, stop setting times for when you gonna stop it.
Yeah.
And start committing to things that you can do long term.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we live, again, it goes back to the conversation of this instant gratification. We live in this culture where it's like, yo, I need it in this amount of time. I'm like, nigga, like, if you don't just fall in love with the process. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to fall in love with the process, bro. I had to really fall in love with the process.
That's a must.
Like, how do I scale this thing? How do I build, first of all, how do I build this thing right? Then how do I get to a point where I can scale it? What do I need to do when I get to this point? What do I need to do when I get to that point? How do I make sure that these people are taken care of? That person is taken care of, right? Like, okay, what do I do when this thing happens and this is my fault and I gotta change things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like figuring out all the different scenarios that you gotta go through when you're building a business, right?
Absolutely.
That's why we stopped with Safe Haven, because we had to make a wait list. Because I'm like, okay, cool. I'm seeing some things now. This ain't gonna fly for when we get to this number. And I want to make sure everybody gets impeccable.
Yes.
Like you said, impeccable service, right? Like when you come through the Safe Haven, I'm not trying to give you McDonald's.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how you go to McDonald's and you can go to McDonald's. Sometimes you go to McDonald's like, damn, this is amazing service. Like, this is great. Everything tastes great. They came out, gave me my stuff, everything good. And then you go to a different McDonald's, you're like, yo, what the fuck?
What happened here? Yeah, I know.
Yo, I'm not trying to do that.
No, we ain't doing that.
What I'm trying to give you is I'm trying to give you Chick-fil-A. I tell my bros this all the time. You go to Chick-fil-A like a damn cult.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, once you say something, they gonna say my pleasure.
No, yeah.
Everybody gonna
rules.
say that. You know what I'm saying? They got standards. They got standard operating procedures. They run that like a cult.
Yeah. Written rules, King.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, though. And as a customer, you feel taken care of. You feel like wherever you go to a Chick-fil-A, you're going to be straight.
Yeah.
That's the type of service I'm trying to give with Safe Haven. So in order for me to do that, I gotta make sure I set the foundation right so that when we get to a point where we scaled out so much, people aren't receiving worse care because we're not able to take care of them. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's what a responsible business owner does. Somebody that actually cares about the community does, right? But I don't get there if I'm just trying to build things quick and get money. Nah. Like, nah, bro, you got to build things with the intention that it's going to take you some time, but you're going to get there in due time. I saw Rick Ross had a quote, and that shit resonated with me so much. He said, I'm a paraphrase it, but he basically said, like, it's cool if it takes time. I just don't want to waste time.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
He
said something like, it's cool if it takes time. I just don't want to waste time. I said, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at with it.
Yeah, I saw
that. Like,
it's
cool if it takes me some time. Just don't waste my time, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to waste nobody else's, bro. And that's the reason why we wait list things, to make sure when you actually get in, like, you're getting expert service and care. Because I genuinely care about the service that you receive. Because I could let all of those 100 people in right now. But I know everybody not gonna get the care that they need. I know I got certain things that I need to build out to make sure you get the care that you need. And I wanna make sure that I facilitate that process. I wanna make sure every black man that comes inside of Safe Haven, you really go through your healing journey with us and you're like, damn, I'm so glad I made that decision.
Yeah.
Not damn, like, fuck, oh shit, I gotta go somewhere else. Like, nah, bro, you gonna come up in here, you gonna be like, yo, this is exactly what I needed.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we have people in there saying now. So, nah, bro, like, listen, we can talk about this all day, bro.
Absolutely.
Because I see something, yo, bro, I'm telling you, I'm passionate about this, bro. I see certain people with platforms, bro, and the way they run it is like, bro, like, you don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of care, but you don't really care, bro. And I hate that for us as black men. Sometimes we get the short end of the stick. Like, people build stuff with us, like, they build stuff for us with, like, not even really having us in mind. You know what I'm saying? We don't get to be the core audience for products a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So when I'm building something out for black men and they're the core audience, I want to make sure they get that level of care. Like, yo, bro, we really care about you. We really want to take care of you.
But you also mapped out a vision for yourself.
Nah, facts.
You know, and most black men, sometimes we don't have that alternative, or we don't feel like that vision is actually going to be true. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be in a chase of something that, I think that may work. Like, you really mapped out this vision. You're going to see it through, and you're going to couple it up with wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have wisdom in this vision, and also you just told me you have a shorty, so that's the whiz too.
Yeah,
that's pure balance.
Facts.
That's balance right there. You come home, you get to say, "All right, beat up the world real quick." Now you come to your baby girl, like, what did you do? Tell me what happened. Now she's giving. Now you switching up with her, you know, and then she's giving you other information, like, oh, okay, maybe I do need to sharpen up here. Okay, she helping you with the rollout. She giving you references. She showing what.
Bro, you know what's wild? You know what's wild? I'm so glad you mentioned that, bro. Yo, there's so many times with the business. So my girl is not an entrepreneur, but she is so much, like, she could be an entrepreneur if she wanted to. There's so many decisions that I've made, and, like, I'll talk to her about it initially, and she'll be like, babe, I think you should go in a different direction. I'm like, not that I don't believe in what she's saying, but I'm like, man, nah, I know what I'm doing. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm going to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to listen to her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it this way. Bro, 3 months down the line, I'm like, you know what? She was right. You know what I'm saying? And I got to go back and have the conversation. She's like, yo, really? Kind of sounds like something I said 3 months. I'm like, all right, you got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now facts. Like, truly, bro, there be things that she will legit see. I don't see it right away. And I go my way doing it. And then 3 months down the line, it's like, yo, her way was actually right. Not to say she's always right, but a lot of the times, like, that that intuition, she just be knowing sometimes, bro.
The world begins and ends with a black woman, man. I'm going to let you know right now, King. The world begins and ends with a black woman. All information run through them. I shout out all my sisters. I run everything through them. Everything. The decor of the crib. Choice of restaurants. Everything. Style. Everything. I run everything to them. And you know what that does for Panama? It keeps me focused and balanced. And love. I'm chilling. You feel me? My sisters love me. They seek me out. They be like, call your uncle. They seek me out because they like, this black man right here, he always shows up. He pours into us. He takes care of us. So that's the return. Right. That's the great value of exchange, King.
Listen, man.
So you have one next to you.
Listen, man. Yeah, I got one next to me. I got a whole community of them, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I tell them, man, all the time. I'm like, yo, listen, I get it. There's a lot of us that have dealt with negative experience when it comes to women, not just black women. Yeah. But you got to be able to start repairing that relationship.
Absolutely.
You got to understand, acknowledge that it's fractured, and then do the work to repair it.
Absolutely.
Because at every step of my life, all of the major milestones before that, like, I think about it, truly, there was a black woman present, bro, or there was a woman present. Like, and especially when I think about the last 3 years, scaling the business, building the foundation, the vision, all that kind of stuff, black woman present.
Of course.
From the jump in a relationship with my girl, she's there. You know what I'm saying? My therapist, black woman. My mom, black woman. Yeah. When I needed answers in terms of, like, what do I do in terms of, like, building out the product suite and all that, black woman. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
They're the true breakthrough.
Bro, facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, at every different level of the business, when I needed business consultation, black woman. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
You don't gotta tell me, bro. I know.
When it comes down to guests on the podcast and who's ready to do stuff, black woman.
Listen, King. Listen.
And it's not to say that black men not doing this. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
The difference of speed, response, reaction, assessment, connection over correction is faster with black women. I could be like, yo, sis, I need you to check this out for me, blah, blah, blah. And then hit my brother up, yo, I need you to check this. My brother gonna take 2 months and a half. My sister gonna take 2 minutes and a half. It's just the facts of life.
Nah, that's a fact.
I ask my mom something, my mom gonna take 2 minutes and a half. I tell my dad may take 2 days. You feel me? It's the facts of life, though. It's just how they operate. You feel me? And because, again, my time manager is impeccable, I need 2 minutes and a half, King. That's what I need, Papi. You feel me? That's what I need. I need 2 minutes and a half. You feel me, King? That's what I need.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get that impeccable. I gotta get that clip, bro. I gotta get that impeccable clip, bro. The amount of times you said that shit got me weak, bro. Nah, man. This has been, look, man. This has been a great episode.
No, likewise.
Please tell the people where they can find you, how they can support you, how they can support Jay Swishes. I know he got some projects coming out or that came out already, bro. So please plug in everything, bro.
All right, for sure. You can find me on IG. It's Panama Baby. My artist, Jay Swishes, JaySwishes. Dope artist. Check him out. He's fire. You feel me? And I got some businesses out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my new baby right now is buybeats.com. It's a platform where we partner with artists, music producers, and influencers, and you get paid for your time and effort. You get paid once your beats get streamed on the site. We have a commission, referral program. It's just a beautiful setting. Yeah.
Panama, thank you so much for pulling
Thank you,
up,
Kane. Love.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Bro. This is a
For
dope episode,
For
bro.
sure.
Listen, we're going to have to get you on here again, man.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have to get you on here again.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Express Yourself Black Man podcast. We really hope you gained some valuable insight on things you could do differently with your healing journey and with the black man in your life. If you found value in this episode, please leave us a review on whatever platform you listen or watch the podcast on. Your review is a free and easy way to support us, and it helps us reach more people like you. We're on a mission to build a stronger, more connected black community, starting with black men. And you can help us on that mission by taking a minute to leave a review. Your review helps us generate more listeners, which in turn generates more revenue, allowing us to expand our platform even further. And speaking of expansion, we're in the middle of that process right now with the Black Man Safe Haven. We're expanding the Safe Haven platform to add more benefits so we can continue to support the demand we've received from this audience. During this time, we've paused enrollment to Safe Haven, but we invite you to sign up for the wait list. Safe Haven is our holistic healing platform where we take the stress out of the healing journey for black men. In Safe Haven, we provide you or the black man you know with access to a black mental health professional so you can finally heal from the things you find it difficult to talk about, and you will receive support from over 200 black men that are all on their healing journey so you don't have to heal alone anymore. You'll also get access to weekly meditations led by wellness experts, support group sessions led by black therapists, a library of over 200 articles geared towards black men's healing, masterclasses, and more. You can join the Safe Haven waitlist right now by going to www.expressyourselfblackman.com/safe-haven-waitlist or by clicking the link in the description of this podcast episode. Don't wait. Do not wait. We've had hundreds of signups for Safe Haven already, and we'll be opening enrollment soon. Due to capacity, we may not be able to service everyone. So don't hesitate to sign up now to secure your spot or the spot of a black man you know as soon as enrollment opens. Thank you again for listening to the Express Yourself Black Man podcast. We'll be back soon with more dope episodes. And until then, take care of yourself first, then the people around you. Love y'all.
Sometimes I know you feel like you ain't got nobody to speak to. Shoulder to lean on somebody you could preach to. No, you need to hear it, my brother, I love you. We got way too much to live for. We got way too much to live for.